here's how this is gonna go. There's only 11 tracks, so after I listen to this one, I'm probably just gonna step away from the album, and then I'm gonna come back around release time, and I'll listen to the rest of them. All right, look, I know what I said, but it's the video. How can you not? Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're reacting to Jungle. You know this. That's why you're here. We are going to be reacting to the new video as well as the new song called The Wave. This is the second release off of their new album, Sunshine. Right now, there's about 9 minutes left until the video premieres on YouTube. So I'm currently waiting for that to be done. As you can see, a little bit of a different setup this time. I have my tripod here, and you know, I'm gonna put the video up here so that way at least that happens. The sound is gonna bump, so I'm excited about that too. Josh and Charlie directed the video. Not a surprise there. Matt Craig as the EP and producer. That makes sense. Something different this time, Will is now credited as the choreographer for this video. So it's not usually Shay coming in to do this. Now Will has stepped up and become the choreographer, as well as the associate choreographer being Casey Rice and the assistant choreographer being Yana Sologub. If I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize. Dancers, Will, Casey, the associate choreographer, Ella, Igor, Jacob, Jai, Mac, Marley, Rob, Celine, Contentus Maximus is the production company. Peter Bishop, back once again as the DP from the previous two videos. That was Let's Go Back as well as Keep Me Satisfied. So we have him once again as the DP. Steadicam operator, Gary Kent. I'm just trying to shout out all these names right now, but there is a lot of titles to this. So this means if there are this many people working on just this video, it ain't just this video. There is very likely a lot more coming our way, and they very likely did a lot of stuff leading up to this, at least up until the album release, so we're probably going to be getting quite a few videos. I love seeing the on-set editor, Julian Redpath, the colorist as well. They probably had people obviously on set with the editing so they can kind of see like how everything's kind of coming together as they're making this happen. Again, you already know the drill. I'm excited about this, and I love coming back to Jungle because it's just like sort of a nice little blanket that you got going on when you're watching this stuff. Okay, so we're at about 23 seconds left. So I guess before this starts, I'm excited to see what Will's choreography is going to look like. I'm excited to see like what it's going to look like, but more importantly, how this song is going to sound, because I've heard the 30-second snippet, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I did. But all right, here we go. New video, baby. New album. Let's go. Come on. Woo! Right over here. Oh man, they're really just jumping right into that. Whoa! Oh, there's a lot of movement here. Oh, this is incredibly Will coded. Absolutely. Wow. But this just feels different though. There's like a more shakiness to it. They got me sitting up here. the slow motion. Oh, ew, there's people watching. Sorry. What the fuck? Okay. That's the wave. So I can assume that the associate choreographer, I'm assuming that's Casey Rice. I'm assuming that that's the girl that we just saw a second ago. This is Future Tyler. I'm just going to say right now, that is not Casey Rice. This is Casey Rice. That's who they are. He's wrong. Back to the video. Sorry, guys. So as I watch this, as I'm kind of taking in like everything, first of all, like I said in the main reaction itself, which is that this choreography is extremely well coded. You can tell that when Shay is doing it, there's a lot of, oh my God, what's the word? There's a lot of meaning, I guess, in the way that he's adding little moments. So it's like, for instance, like if I hear, hold on. So if I do like, we could take it back to the start. You're moving with every lyric or every beat. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this. It's like, I think even Will talked about it, where Shay taught him so much about a different way of handling choreography. And watching this, I'm just like, oh man, like this is just on point across the board. And to see, like, again, this sort of new group of dancers. I love that they love to incorporate new dancers in almost every video they do, but there's also consistency if they're doing sort of a longer form of it, like Volcano or Loving in Stereo. I do have to say, it is very refreshing that the camera is way more looser. Like, it's just like the very beginning of this just looked like the grimy, messy feeling, which I think it's like, yeah, when it moves in and goes up and then it goes back out, floats around a little bit, pushes in on Casey very likely, if that is her, and then pushes back out as they do this move. It's these little intricacies that make it so much fun to watch, because you're just going to want to rewatch it over and over again. And I think when I watch this video, I go like, okay, they're sticking with what they know, which is fine, but they're adding little elements to make it feel fresh and new and unique. Because this is a whole new group of choreographers, not to say that Will isn't an amazing dancer, because he fucking is. It's more so that he's taking the reins. I think for Loving in Stereo and Volcano, that was that sort of section of time where they were figuring out the threefer that is Lydia and Josh and Tom. And then now with this, it's still them, but you can feel sort of the new era of it coming out. When you listen to Jungle and Forever, that's a certain era of Jungle that really is distinct. And then Loving in Stereo and Volcano is a certain era that's very distinct. So I'm wondering what this era is going to sound like. And based on hearing this, it's a funky fucking song. Funny enough, with Carry On and this, I don't really have a lot of complaints about the song so far. I think they work. I do believe that Carry On felt a little Loaded Honey-like, but this feels very much like a Duran Jones and the Indications, which, being a fan, I have to shout them out, I believe they are also fans of them, so like that just makes sense. But it sounds very, if Duran Jones upped the BPM and was very funky, that is what this song sounds like to me. But it's just like, if they play this at the concert, which they very likely will, I mean, me right now, like, I'm just gonna it's this moment right here. And it goes back in. That's good. Oh! I just noticed that. When he's in the middle and he lifts everybody up like that, everybody falls, does a little move, everybody comes back up. Oh, that's nice. Will is very good at adding a lot of that into his moves, and I feel that's part of the reason why he was teaching a lot of those classes. If you follow him on Instagram, he was like doing a couple classes and he was like teaching dancers and things like that. I feel like that's part of the reason why he was doing that, was because he was getting ready to take the reins in something like this. He has to choreograph a lot of videos, but that's why I feel he has an assistant and an associate choreographer to help him out with sort of this process. This is fantastic. Like, this is great. I feel like this is a whole new era of jungle that we're about to jump into, and I really don't know what's going to happen next, honestly. Like, you can feel the summer anthem in this song. Like, it's one of those songs where I'm also kind of surprised that they decided to do this one first in terms of a video. Like, I get it though. It's very relaxed, it's very calm. It's not like, you know, Back on 74 and a lot of those ones. It feels very much like its own thing. And if this is the vibe they're going for, I want to keep in mind when Loaded Honey dropped all of their videos, that was very much in the desert. So I don't know if this is maybe like a road trip-esque kind of a thing they're doing, or if they're, because I don't even know if this is a fucking set. I mean it is, but I mean, I don't know if it's like outside or inside, because you can't see anything because the night sky back there. But they're taking some inspiration from what they did with Love Made Trees, which is not a bad thing. Like, take inspiration and add it, and if it works, then that's great. Vibe of this is great, but what I'm getting out of this video is it's very heavy California. And the fact that toward the very end, when it pushes in and then it pushes, and then it pulls back out and everyone starts running into frame and then they start doing their final sort of routine, I got a lot of heavy California on that. And I love that too, because that's really the main inspiration I'm getting from this, which is fucking funny that when you look at both the Sunshine album cover and the Forever album cover, they have sort of the same look, just different colors. And for heavy California and this to kind of give me more of those vibes, if that's what they're going for, oh man, I'm in. I'm so in. Like, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Motherfucker, that little kick that he did, that little kick, and then it moved right over and it goes back up and it comes back out. God damn it, that's very smart. I could probably watch this and keep finding other things in it. I love that everybody, like in many videos, has a chance to shine. Will is not really in this video as much because it's very likely, because he's doing so much of the choreography and getting this done, he wants other people to be recognized. I think he was doing this interview and he was talking about how, like, when he's dancing, when he's in the moment, he's gone. Like, he is locked into doing this, but he gives so much kudos to all of his co-dancers, like his collaborators, and I fucking love that he cares so much about the people that he works with, because it shows in the performance, it shows in the video, and when you get a good group together, it all just works out.
Look at them.
No, honestly.
No, seriously though, like seriously. What's his face?
Yeah, like, performance-wise is incredible.
Like, what?
Thank you all so much for watching this reaction to The Wave from Jungle's newest album, Sunshine. Take care, stay safe, and as always, happy jungle listening. Go support it. This is great. Like, fuck, man. Good job, Will. You deserve all the praise for this and the many, many dancers that you've worked with. I feel like this was a long time coming, but I'm so proud of him. This is awesome. Yeah. All right, I'm done.